Elsewhere now, South African big business needs to start reducing emissions. That is the view of the National Business Initiative CEO, Joanne Yawitch. She's challenged local businesses to switch to new innovations in technology to tackle the impact of climate change. Yawitch was speaking at the recent COP24 conference in Poland. Samantha Gorge was there for us.
Besides driving economic growth and job creation, big businesses are also some of the biggest polluters in the world. The National Business Initiative is a voluntary coalition of South African and multinational companies. It aims to promote sustainable growth and development through responsible business action and wants to see big business speed up efforts to fight climate change.
Most of our industry is coal-powered, and as such is a contributor to greenhouse gas emissions. And so if as a country we are going to meet our national commitments, then it is important that all emitters in the country play their part in reducing their emissions on the one hand, and then on the other hand we've got to strengthen and build the resilience of the South African economy to climate change, and in that context it's important that industry understands the potential impacts for them of climate risk and can deal with it.
Exxaro is one of South Africa's largest diversified resources groups, with business interests in Botswana, Republic of Congo and Australia.
Exxaro became one of the first companies to take climate change seriously in South Africa, and we became one of the pioneers in transitioning the economy from high energy intensive or carbon intensive economy into low carbon intensive economy. And we did this by participating in the first windows of Department of Energy when new contracts were signed. And in that process, Exxaro signed for 2 wind farms in the Tsitsikamma area in the Eastern Cape. And those 2 farms right now are generating about 350 megawatt power into the South Africa's electricity grid.
According to Yawitch, it should no longer be business as usual for South African companies. They have to innovate if they are to survive.
Huge innovation, technological, scientific innovation on the one hand, and then by the ability of companies to seize opportunities on the other, and to look for new ways of doing things that will carry them into a different future and start to build their business in a different kind of way. So climate change is a risk and a threat, but it is also an opportunity. And I think in particular the kinds of innovations in relation to renewable technologies.
The NBI says local businesses have been issued a challenge and now have to show meaningful change. Samantha Gorge, Yawitch, Poland.